Welcome to Let's Play My Little Fortress, Fanon is Magic. My Little Fortress? That's right. This is a pony mod for Dwarf Fortress. It's actually one of three that I know about. This one is actually a branch off of the original one that adds several different types of ponies. And probably does other stuff, but I kind of stopped following it once I saw this one. Anyway, this mod tries to come as close to the show as possible. It adds zebra, buffalo, and griffin civilizations, as well as diamond dogs, who basically take the place of kobolds. I don't exactly agree with how the creator recreated the diamond dogs in Dwarf Fortress, but hey, it's his mod. He can do what he wants with it. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably talk about that later whenever I'm just sitting waiting for shit to get done. And one of the reasons why I decided to do this Let's Play is because I haven't seen anyone else showcase this mod before, or actually the original mod either, except for one other person who has the shittiest voice I've ever heard in my life, and is one of the most boring people I've ever seen. So, anyway, oh yeah, by the way, if you just heard that page turn, I actually wrote a bit of a loose script because I'm a bit scatterbrained. So, I wanted to be sure that I could cover everything here at the embark screen so I wouldn't forget anything. But anyway, I decided that, this script, screw it, I'm gonna do it live. So basically, a few things here. This mod adds 4 different types of ponies. You have Earth ponies, Pegasus ponies, and unicorns, as well as alicorns, who are extremely rare, and they almost always come to be the leaders of civilizations. And alicorns are always female, and I believe they take the title of princess instead of monarch. And anyway, each of the ponies is better at different skills. Earth ponies are basically they're better at resource gathering, basically chopping down wood, mining, getting ore, shit like that. And unicorns are better at actually making things, like the artisanal skills. And Pegasus ponies, they only have one, I think actually 2 skills they're really good at. And that's dodge and alchemy. Alchemy is something that I may cover in this series of Let's Plays. It's something that I'm not really interested in, but alchemy plays a role in making clouds. This mod adds clouds as a harvestable material, just the same as stone or anything else. So if you wanted, you could make a bunch of some supports on the ground and build Cloudsdale way up in the Z layer if you want to. Anyway, also another thing about Pegasi is that they are, I think, 10 or 20% faster than other ponies in doing their jobs and in movement, but they learn skills, I think, 10 to 20% slower as a result. So one of the things that I like to do is that if I have any Pegasi on embark, I always assign them to be miners, and I only had one in this collection here, and that's this one here, Fruit Sparkle Love here. And one of the things, of course, they all have their own descriptions and stuff, and some of the stuff is I like reading about the different ponies I have. One of my immigrants at one point came out to be like an almost exact replica of an OC that I have. Anyway, I won't talk about that, because people who talk about their OCs are terrible people. And, anyway, this is actually one of the youngest... This is the youngest group I've ever had as a whole. I normally get a whole bunch of, like, from 50 to 90-year-olds, but this group, this one here is 39, is a unicorn. Wait a minute. I don't know. This one is not a... This was one of my minors. Pregnant Summer here, she was the first Pegasus. She's the only Pegasus I have. I assigned Fruit up here to be another minor because I needed another one, even though an Earth pony would have been better. Let's see, this one here, 48, 59, 32, 58. I think 59 is the oldest. I normally have ponies that come up in their freaking 90s. And what I've gone ahead and done is I've already assigned all their skills. I've already done all prepared. I've prepared for the journey entirely, except choosing a fortress name and the group name. Because I didn't want to have to have you all sit while I did all that. And let me see, Fancy Mansion, I think is a unicorn. And I'm trying to groom him or her into be the expedition leader. Because I want. Let's see, let's clear this up. As a he, I want him to have a bitching office, so it'll be like a tiny mansion. And Pregnant Summer, as I said, was a minor. Green is I think it's just a dedicated mason. Let's see, Don Smithboat is a woodcutter, carpenter, magic furnace butterfly. I believe, yes, an earth pony with a strong bond with nature. Is our grower and herbalist and okay, not the brewer. Do I even have a brewer? I was going to assign one. I cocked up. Have to make them a brewer. Okay, and one of the things I'll talk about before I go into the names is that for one, it replaces pickaxes with shovels. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how the hell you can bust rock with a shovel, but ponies are apparently so badass they can do it. And of course, here are the crops that ponies can grow. They can't grow anything. Well, they don't start with any crops underground. You have to go and you have to really get them. I guess you would say the old-fashioned way, which is dig down into a cavern and then let your fortress get infected with a whole bunch of fungus and shit. You can't start with them on Embark, so you have to make farms on the surface. So you better get some walls up. Here you have radishes, celery. Well, that's radish juice. Okay, here are the seeds: radish seeds, sunflower seeds, potato spawn, celery seeds, sugarcane seeds, silk rose seeds, strawberry, wheat, carrots, and dandelions, and winter lettuce. The only one missing is cocoa. I've tried numerous civilizations on this world gen, and I couldn't get a civilization that has access to everything. The one thing that I'm missing... Oh, and I left out flax down here. The one thing that I'm missing is cocoa. And with cocoa beans, you can process them into cocoa and then make chocolate at a kitchen. And if you have any sugarcane handy, I don't know if you have to mill it first, but you can make sweet chocolate, which is worth even more. And anyway, dandelions, I'm not sure if you can eat them, but I know you can brew them. And sunflower seeds allow for a peaceful way of acquiring soap. You don't have to render down fat or anything. Since one of the things I found out is if you try to trade... well, first off, the ponies don't eat meat at all. They just eat plants, no fish, just plants. Can't You can't eat anything else. And as a result, the pony civilizations, they will disown you basically if you try to trade any sort of animal products to them, leather, bone crafts, anything like that. And see, a lot of them you can brew or just eat regularly. I wish they implemented a way to make potato vodka. That would be awesome. But the only actual alcohol that you could make with these crops is dandelion wine and sugarcane rum, which I find to be badass. I will not settle anywhere without some sugarcane. And winter lettuce, it's just, it's pretty much just lettuce. You know that green stuff on your burgers? Pretty much that. Silk roses. Silk roses are pretty useful because they are they're a growable silk. You don't have to go down into caverns and harvest silk, cave spider silk. You can grow silk on the surface. And also, silk roses make pretty good tea, too. And I think I've covered everything here on the Embark. Like I said, here at Dandelion Wine, I got 40 units of it. One of the things that I didn't know even existed until I saw this mod was the existence of celery and radish juice. That just sounds terrible to me. And since it's not sweet, I bet it's terrible to ponies too, but what are you going to do? Okay, let's name the fortress of Breed Flanks. That, I believe that is the best fort name I have ever seen. It reminds me of listen to the latest podcast that Toady One was in. Said something about how when after world generation stops, after world generation stops, the world's history stops. It's pretty much just centered solely around your fort. So it's like the world is ending and your fort is the only place where life is even feasible. And so I think that's kind of appropriate for the fort to be named Breed Flanks as sort of a safe haven for well, it's like an ark basically is what I'm thinking of it as. And okay, let's get this on the road because I've already eaten up about 13 minutes here, and this program only records 15 minutes at a time, even though my YouTube account lets me upload hours. Okay, we'll just name the group and we'll be off. Spice of Impunity, I do not like that. The Quill of Union. I know a guy named Quill, he's an asshole. Paint of Feathers, a Slick Butter, a Dale of Clustering, Book of Culminating, Chocolate Quills. I just saw the Painted Roses, that would have been amazing, but I was a bit too quick on the gun. No. Yeah, let's just go with that. The Chartreuse Grape. Okay, we're done here. Name the group. Name the fort. You can go and look at the ponies at your leisure by pausing. And one other thing. Whenever you embark, always bring a hunting dog. Oh no, not a hunting dog. Always bring 2 war dogs and 2 cats. If this video is what gets you into Dwarf Fortress, always bring a war dog and cats, just to keep shit out of your your food stockpiles and to keep thieves out of your fort. Alright, and with the next video, we're actually going to embark.